Good evening and welcome everybody. This is Obi-Wan Piz for Simplex Pachinko. We are doing some space trucking tonight. So we're going to be taking this Type 9. I actually want to run over to one of the other systems, grab another ship, and see if we can't get ourselves a fleet carrier. Yes, a fleet carrier. In order to make this process a bit faster. Anybody who maybe saw the last couple minutes here, okay. All the commanders are on tonight. We are currently constructing a Coriolis station, which anybody who's seen any of the other, whether mine or somebody else's Elite Danger streams, it is a bit like a D20. I'm not sure exactly what, not sure entirely, blew right by it. I'm not sure entirely what shape it actually is, but it looks like an icosahedron, and just kind of spins around the axis where the port is. We had the option of making a Coriolis station with what is affectionately known as a noob hammer, which is habitation parts which go out and spin with the whole... Damn it. I'm using my hands to talk instead of flying. One of these days I'll get it right. Dual loop of shame. I'm really inviting disaster. I was talking about something. Yup. Right, so it has like habitation modules which then extend out in either direction, affectionately known as the noob hammer, because newer people tend to get bonked by them quite often. And they can actually destroy your ship if you're not careful, or if you have a very low HP ship. So this is our system. Everybody gets to go into a system that they want, and they can drop a beacon for 25 million credits. We have 8 point some odd billion, so, 25 million's not too bad. And we claim it in the name of whatever corporation we were currently working with. Basically, you go to the ship. I can't run through the whole process again, unfortunately. Maybe I should have waited until stream, but I was too excited. So basically we went into the map, found a suitable system by poking around and seeing what was in those systems. In here we've got a lot of planets that have a lot of carbon. Carbon is super great for building several different types of things. Most notably, the module, which is currently the limiting factor of doing colonization. So, in theory, we can corner the market on this if we move fast. So this is our colonization ship. It is, I believe it's going to unfold out so that those landing pads then are going to be on the inside of the Coriolis station rather than on the outside of the ship. Yeah, so we went to a station, found a suitable location on the map, and then said I want to do that. And the corporation said, great, you can expand stuff for us. So I went to a system called Saranyu. Yep, see that right up at the top right there, sort of in the center in the middle. So went to Saturnu and went to Boot Brigade and said, hey, I want to expand. And Hattie, our good friend Hattie Hendricks, said, absolutely, you can expand for us. Where would you like to go? Pick a place on the map. Here we have the system Tascheter Sector BG-O A6-0. It is not very far at all from all of the other places where we've been. Most notably Saranyu, which is where we're expanding from, Acadia, Lawson, Lalonde, Cairn, Je. So Je is 42 light years away, not too terribly far. We're doing all right. That's our main base of operations that we've had with Boop for a very long time. So I told the chat that was our Discord chat, hey, I'm looking at this place. It's got a whole bunch of planets in it, and I think I'm going for it. And they were like, all right. Sounds good to me. So here we have, nope, that's not, I don't want to go there. That's true. I want to figure out where we are. So there's nobody here. This is not a scoopable star, so people are not going to come here on just like passing through typically. Here we have the Tascheter Sector belt. So we have asteroid belts for mining. We also have then, right, landable planets. Most of them start with sulfur, carbon, iron, phosphorus, and the moons are swapped iron and phosphorus. So sulfur, carbon, phosphorus, iron. All of them are the same. It's not really a surprise if you know your physics. All the same stuff was in the solar system here, and so it all condensed in a particular way. We have a number of spots, so 12 available station sites and 14 available ground sites where we might be able to start mining colonies. So I'm planning on setting up at least one facility for extraction, and once an extraction site is put up, then we can neighbor that, I really hope, with manufacturing, or, well, we need a refinery and manufacturing, so that we can get the raw materials, refine them, and then manufacture what are the missing items right now. The biggest one being CMM composites. We have 13,269 left. 13,269. Nice. And we also got some... What was the other stuff? Aluminum? 11,123? I think. 11,123. Nice. Sorry, I have a list that is unfortunately... I do have a list, but it is unfortunately in another window, and I can't just, like, pin it to the top for some reason. Which, realistically, right, I think I would do fine. I don't actually need that shopping list. I can actually go and just go to the map screen every time I go to a place and try to figure out what it is that I want. So, now that we've made it back, again, what we're looking at is this is our system now. So, I am the system architect. I am building this primary site around Tascheter Sector BG-O A6-0 2. Once this becomes active, I get to name it. We can do randomized, or I can pay a little bit of money and we can get it, we can actually purchase a name for it. My intention right now is that I'm going to be doing Nather's Pride. First of all, giving honor to Emmy Noether, the German mathematician from uh, early 1900s, and yeah, early 1900s, and somebody who escaped uh, German capture when the rise of the Nazi Party was coming. She ran away to America, like many of the best German scientists, and ended up working at Bryn Mawr University for pretty much her whole life. Well, from that point on. She was big into number theory, I believe graph theory, and like several other big areas of mathematics. So I think I would like to give her the honor of gracing our system, being the first one here. Really, stream elements? Jesus. Okay. And that being said, I think it's time to do some space trucking. Breaker, breaker. Right. So, Matt the Mobro is Astro Canuck's brother. He sent me a trucker hat for winning some draw, and I figured this was the perfect excuse to wear it. If anyone is interested in donating to his particular charity, go check him out. Well, you can ask Astro Canuck. I don't think I actually have his information on me. Should probably look that up. All right, hang on one sec. Alrighty. Had to say goodnight. Alright, so we are going to go to, you saw half of a run, which is, going from our pickup station, which is in LS 1453, where the CMM components are. We also had a couple of other sources of them. We should be able to still collect like a couple hundred every time we go to LHS, but it's going to keep decreasing every time because we're constantly taking out of the pool. So we can go to Inara, which is inara.cz, I-N-A-R-A, and oftentimes they will have all of the information for us in order to collect where CMM composites are at the moment. Who knows? Oh, there was another place in the same system we probably should have checked before I left. That's all right. Right. So they only come at what seems like about 200 per lap that we're doing, but we still are collecting the aluminum, the steel, and the aluminum, steel. There's water, but it's a small amount. I only need 2 trips for that on this ship. What is it? Aluminum, steel, and titanium, which are going to be the big amounts, which are going to take, I don't know, 20, 30, 50 trips, which if it's in this ship, is going to be pretty slow. It only holds 790 units at maximum, 790 tons of cargo. But if I can get a fleet carrier and park it outside of the pickup station, do, 50 runs real fast, hop into the carrier, take the entire carrier to the drop-off station, and then do the shipping again, it's going to be a lot faster. In order to... That is not what I want. Nearest station services. Nearest services. No. Ah, there we go. We want a fleet carrier vendor. We want the closest one to Tascheter, which we can also let be LHS 1453, because that's, again, our pickup station. Laplace Ring Balante, 53 light years away. Joliet Enterprise, 63 light years away. Let's do Laplace. Call me superstitious. So Laplace is at Balante. Huh. Great, we gotta pick up fuel there. Well, it's only 4 jumps, so it shouldn't actually be. But that's the last place that we can pick up fuel, because this is a T-Tauri star. Right. Okay. We should be fine, though. Famous last words. It's okay. Woohoo! Alright. Let's get going. Any minute, there we go. That's gonna peak our heat. Oh well. Also probably have not scanned any of these systems. Yeah, apparently. Yeah. Maybe I should have gone and gotten the Mandalay. That would at least be a little bit faster of a jump out here, but at the same time, we wouldn't get to explore all these cool systems. Other way. Just like your dad telling you that we're going to take Route 66 all the way. Where we were at in Maryland, there was actually a sign. was actually Route 70 that said Colorado, or Denver, Colorado, 3,000 some odd miles. I was like, who would drive that the entire way? But no, you know what? My dad would probably think that is a challenge. Nothing. Okay. Back out. I can't wait until Zach comes in so I can tell him about the watching Michelle Carre's karate video. Because that was great. Nope. Okay. Not us. Also not that one. Also not that one. Interesting. Okay. Hey. All belt clusters now lit up. This compared to sure. Oh yeah, plenty far away. Oh yeah. So you have to be at least 20 light years away in order to sell any of your astrophysical data. Oh yeah, plenty of fuel. And barely even used like a fifth of our fuel. Here I was almost worried. Alright, here we go. We are now in system to purchase. Yeah. Okay. We are now in system to purchase a fleet carrier. These are fairly expensive items, so we do have to take it slightly seriously. In that, like, there's upkeep and stuff that I'm gonna have to actually pay attention to. But basically, it was like it's gonna cost somewhere between 8 and 10 billion in order to get one, and then it's going to cost another like several hundred million, however long it takes, doing upkeep and maintenance and things like that. So we do have to be a little serious in terms of the like keeping on it, actually playing once every couple of weeks, make sure that we're not running out of resources. One of the things that can happen is like you put a certain amount of money in and then put up a buy order that's like, I will purchase any of these things from people, and you could potentially go into debt. If you go several, I think it's like if you go 125 million into debt, then it becomes essentially in receivership, and it will be forcibly decommissioned. Woohoo! See how we're doing with those. That's too spread out. Oh well. Those aren't too bad, actually. Okay. We're doing alright. Here I thought we were way off. That should cover most of it. Yeah, perfect. It's too far in. It's gonna make it though. So we only need to get to 90% before it says, yes, that's good enough. Oh, this is also something interesting. So here we see spherical geometry on the surface of the planet. So this is our standard longitude, latitude, all that good stuff. If we switch it to the back, this right here is hyperbolic geometry. So you notice that as it starts moving toward the edge of the planet, the lines start getting further away from each other, as opposed to when we see it from the front side. Our lines start appearing to be closer together as it moves toward the edge of our visual perception. And that's not just the longitude lines. The latitude lines are also doing that, but they're slightly like subtler when it comes to their movement in toward each other. So this is how we can tell that A, we're not on a flat plane, because our parallel lines are starting to get closer to each other as we progress forward and keep them, you know, going in the same direction that we started with. And in hyperbolic geometry, as you get further away from where you started, where you said, hey, we're going parallel to each other, they start diverging from each other. It's really cool stuff. Nice. I also don't know how long this is going to take to commission. Really? You dinks. I most certainly did not come out of warp 900 kilometers away. No. Try again. There you go. Alright, here we go. Okay, so we just have to go in, allegedly? No, that's not the right one. It's the wrong door. We're getting real choppy. So the servers have been absolutely just full up for the last, I don't know, day and a half, basically, because everybody wants to go and get their settlements now. So, I spent a good chunk of yesterday working with Dia from Boot Brigade, and we got Psyche a station that is one jump away from her player faction station, which we never thought we would be able to get it hooked in. And under the old way, it probably never would have gotten done. Carrier. Fleet carrier vendor. Yes. Yes, we do want to buy a fleet carrier. In fact, Brewer Corporation. 500 light years. 4 small, 4 medium, 8 large. Their name. I hadn't even thought of this. I mean, maybe we make this Nather's Pride. Probably not going to be able to do SS Catherine Johnson or something like that. All right. Tascheter. Please tell me that's not like goddamn. Okay, it's like a jump. That would have been terrible. Okay. Stone factors. Just out of curiosity, right? Do you have any CMM components? No. Didn't think so, but nonetheless, worth checking. And we don't need any of this stuff. That's too bad. I was still locked onto that guy. If sold at... I'm gonna go with Tascheter Sector BG-O A6-0. So we have audio to and around right here. I'm gonna go. Let's show me this guy. But look at that, need for it. Power generators. This is only going to net us what, 1,000. Basically 700,000 in profit. So it's not like it's a huge amount, but mostly I'm just hopping in here to say, you know, I'm on my way over there anyway. Let's grab something real quick and just toss it on the fleet carrier. I'm not going to fill up the fleet carrier because we'd rather do that there. Do some goodwill because the Yongri demands it. Woohoo! And that is a lot of merits. Love it. Right, that's not in there. If we go over here and just check out our rank and stuff like that, we did make some progress. Ooh, we completed one of our assignments. Sell exploration data at reinforcement systems. So we sold exploration data at BG-O, which is one of our reinforcement systems. Because Liongri has it. Now it's interesting that it's only 740,000 because I sold several million credits worth. So it could be that it only wants certain types of exploration data for some reason. Either way, we got 4,000 merits for it, so that's pretty good. We need to recover goods from Minja system. So we need to get locked containers. Yeah. We need to send in some weaponry for that. Hack holoscreen adverts and reinforcement. It's kind of interesting. Usually that's a crime, so yeah, using recon limpets will incur a fine, so be careful. It's kind of interesting. Salvage cargo from reinforcement, so collect black boxes. Personal should be hitting a system. Maybe that's why. It still shouldn't be that much. Not really anything different here. 22. Yeah, okay. Right. The star. 40%. Once we get it going, it's gonna accelerate. And the fact that we now have a fleet carrier is pretty freaking amazing. It's gonna help us out pretty well. Front door. I should have seen that coming. You can't jump with excess baggage, or you can't jump the same distance with excess baggage. So, yep. All right. Oh shit. No, 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 we're good. They weren't after us. Never mind. It's all good. Yeah, and with me still drifting, like you can see how fast we're moving, because I'm... Okay, now we've stopped. It's pretty intense how fast you can get going with this stuff. Alright, so... Okay, that person's probably after us. That's bad. That means they're going to try and pull us out of frame shift and steal our stuff. Unfortunately for them, I have a plan. In case of pirates, break glass. Nope. The hell? Must have missed it somewhere. Huh. Or not? Come on. Find it. There. Shh. It was. That was really weird. Okay, so nobody's after us. It's fine. I'm just being paranoid. Alright, time to tell Boop. Nice. Oh. Throttle down to use FSS. I apparently throttled up. Where are we? Ah, right. I have set filters to exclude fleet carrier. Oh. Oh, decommissioned. Really? Alright, where in the hell is my fleet carrier? God damn it. $16 fleet carriers. Wait. Do I have it? No. Okay. Serious? Alright. Man. Why is this so hard? Come on. Come. Oh. Alright, let's try again. We are currently running the client. Let's go. I do not see it anywhere, and that is slightly frustrating. So it is supposed to be GFS, Jiangitang. Okay, so we are now back. We need to make sure you all can see everything. Client, go. Okay. Alright, now where is my ship? Not that one. That one. Right. So... what in the absolute hell? It's like, it's not here. Gretchen? What are you doing here? That's not what I wanted. Hey. That's a really interesting color for that ship. Alright, anyway. Let's see if we can't. Okay, it's not part of your fleet. It's not stored. Oy. What the hell? User data. Where the fuck is my ship? It's like XFX or something like that. Just in case it changed its name on me. Did not do what I asked it to. No. Okay. Not in the list. No, that's zero effect. What? Fleet carriers. The hell, man? Okay. What has... You know what? Let's go this way. Where's the nearest station that has Fleet administration. Might be services. No, that's not what I want. Mitnahas. Okay. Or fleet carrier services. Or fleet carrier vendor. Just cuz. Just cuz. No station without. It's because it wants all of those. Okay, cool. Fleet carrier administration only. Burgess Hub. Alright. Didn't think we had to do this, but you know. Okay, it's not there. 3. Those 3 selected. Those 5 are selected. Those 5 are selected. It's not there. 16. We did this before. Really? I don't understand. Okay. Well, we're gonna go to Burgess and see what the problem is. Alternatively, there is no problem, and I just don't know how it works, which is fine. It's not great, but you know, it's fine. Alternatively, no, I literally just logged out, so it would not be a relog situation to fix it. Nice. Bingo. First try. Good evening and welcome. Hope y'all are doing alright. Alright, pal. Where's my ship? That's relativity, that's not mine. Doesn't make any sense. Like me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 carrier administration? You serious? What the hell? That's not it. I was told there was a carrier administrator right here. So like, this is so weird. I don't know what's going on. We may have to go complain to somebody. Don't want any of that. Alright, repair that just in case. I don't remember what we bought it at now. Okay. The other one's a little higher. If we can get it to... If we can get it to LHS. Alternatively, meh. This is basically selling the same stuff. Power. They even sell power generators. That's terrible. Yeah, it's a tiny, like, micro profit. Where's the administration? Because there was... Burgess Hub, Mid-Nahas, Burgess Hub, Mid-Nahas. Alright, and the other creepy thing, I'm not signed in. That says that it is now 0 light years from... no, never mind. Not from me, from my initial search. Okay, we're good. Never mind. I'm having some real problems here. This is silly. What is going on? I mean, this is in his system anyway. It shouldn't be that much. No, it counts. Okay. Woohoo! Alright. New fleet carrier. So I still don't know why. I don't know why this is having such problems. Man. It should have a fleet carrier administrator right here. And I don't know why it doesn't. Okay. Welp. This may take until the tick, which is tomorrow, in order to show up. That's really annoying. And it should not show up on the map. Alternatively, right? The hell, man. Schwal. Go to the end. Alright, let's start back up. Settlements, mining clusters, survey ship. Minahas E. That's pretty nice. We got 5 stars. Okay, hauler. These are all like internal mega ships. Eternal Crusader Grand Exchange. Natus. System colonization. I don't know why that's there, because this place is already occupied, so. Numeritos. SS Pump and Dump. Nice. Decommissioned, right? Dignity, Matheon, Harvester, Friend, Terminal, Minahas 1, Belts, Olympus, Einstein's Relativity, Cropper, Landing, Sagan's Pale Blue Dots, Gaze's Galactic Core, Phoenix Legion, high-grade emissions, lol. That's it. Okay, we're gonna have to ask. LP62-147, interesting. Somebody else did, brought in another. LP62, jeez. That's the one. Marks City. LDS Enterprises brought Boop in with them because they created a small little pirate miniature pirate station. So that's always fun. Oh, hi, welcome back. We had a problem, apparently. I don't know where our fleet carrier is. I'm getting a message typed back. Hey, Tungle. It is the colonization update, yes. I'll just get back into the game in a second here. I got one message in Discord I'm replying to. Okay. So yeah, the colonization update dropped. And this is a station that one of our people dropped into this particular system. So LP 62147, it's like really far north compared to where we are. If I go to colony, yeah, I can do that. If we go to architect view, we can actually look in this. Okay, well apparently there's nowhere else to build in here, so she's got the only one. Yeah, so my colonies. I helped yesterday, or 2 days ago. Yeah, it was Wednesday night. Build out a colony in, or near, Hip. Oh, come on. That's Javara. Hip 15255. This is the location where we have a ground settlement called Zero's Rest. It is named after Commander Psyche's kitten, who unfortunately passed away, like, I don't know, only at a couple of months old or something like that. So, we've been trying to get Psyche's player faction down to this area for the last several years. Our base of operations is up here. And so Hip is 10 jumps away by this particular ship. 203... wait, no. That's 203 light years from where I am. But anyway, it's a long way. It's, yeah, it's like roughly the same, just kind of, you know, tilted. So anyway, yeah, we've been here. We've gotten ourselves down to about here, Hertz, 10688. And then we were like, well, what are we going to do? Because it's going to take... It's been 3-4 years, and we've gotten there. Like, it's going to take another, at least probably 10 to get us down to here. And especially if we have other factions that are in our way, and like we want the faction to expand in that direction, but it's never going to be in that direction. It's a random direction based on what stations are available. And so we're just like, what are we doing? But because the colonization update occurred, everybody's been like jumping out from individual locations and saying, I want to start at Hertz, and then I get something like a 15 light year bubble around it, where I can then select an individual system which can now be colonized. So one of our friends found, name is Dia, found a system right next door called Tascheter Sector. It's not PCV B24, but it...
Shame! Shame! Shame!
Can't remember which one it is, but it's one of these right here. That... You know what? It might be B23 then. If this is only 9,000, that makes sense, I think. Yep, Lino's Legacy. So, Dia put up Lino's Legacy here. I helped out a bunch with this, just like throwing stuff down. Crichton's Inheritance. Installation, faction on orbital facility. Provide benefits to system infrastructure. So they've put in something else here. I don't know what it is, but... and then, like, you could you could then select this item as one of the available sites to put something else in. So another station, maybe another, whatever this is, installation, who knows. Might be able to do something with that. So, yeah, Commander Dustier, also known as Dia. And I said, well, screw that. This means that I can go and get my own. So I dug around a bit and I found a system which has a non-scoopable star. So, alright, whatever. It's fine. It's a brown dwarf. It has a belt, so we can go belt mining. It does not have any gas giants, so most other people are going to pass it over and say, nah, I don't want this. We have a colonization ship that is currently in there. It's at almost 20% complete after like 2 days of working on this stuff. And then we have other locations that we can build on planets. So we can go to these planets and we can build ground installations. My goal here is that we go for... oh, you know what? I needed that. That's fine. We go for making ground installations that create these things. CMM composites. They are the current... who is it? They are the current limiting factor in being able to build all this stuff. They only come in groups of like 200 to 400 at a time, and every time you go over and you buy like 200 of them and then bring them over to here and then come back, you now have slightly lower than 200 in the queue for next time. And then you keep repeating this and it keeps dwindling until eventually you don't have any left. The supply is just too low. So, like I said, you can only buy them about 200 at a time, and once you do that, they don't come back in your personal market until you go and drop them off or sell them or something and then come back. And I don't mean go to your carrier and throw them in the carrier and then come back. No, that doesn't work. So since we have to carry 11,000 aluminum, 13,000 composite, 19,000 steel, 12,000 titanium, and 1,600 water, our ship, the hauler that I'm currently space trucking, only carries 790 at a stretch. So like doing a run of 790 tons is rather time consuming. I'm attempting to, or I just purchased a fleet carrier, which should be here somewhere. It should be in, literally, it should be in this system. The only thing that I want on here is fleet carriers, right? We named it the GFC, Galactic Fleet Carrier. Zhang Yitang, who was, there it is. Got it. XFX G9B. It's our designation. It was not there a couple minutes ago, so awesome. Right, so Yitang Zhang was my proofs professor at the University of New Hampshire. So the installation itself that I put in is only 25 million, which is ridiculous, right? Like, it costs practically nothing. I currently have, you see at the bottom, my balance is 3.4 billion credits. So it only costs 25 million to set up your own, system, your own colony. The limiting factor is that you have 4 weeks to complete it. You have 24 hours. What the hell? Lock destination. Jesus. This is messed up, man. So you have 24 hours to go to the system after you've marked it in, you put a claim in at a particular station. You say, I want to work for this particular faction. I want to help them expand. So I went to a system called Saturnu, which is some place that we've been working out of, me, Commander Psyche, and all of our friends. So all of our friends have been working with Boop Brigade, and so I went to Boop Brigade's headquarters in Saturnu, and I said, I want to help expand. And the contact in there said, sure, where are you going to expand to? I found that particular system, Tascheter Sector BG-O A6-0, and said, this seems like the perfect place. It's got a lot of ground places that we can then expand to in the future. It's got a lot of nope. Really? Really? Loop of shame. Because I locked onto something else, it assumed that I wanted to go to that, and so it sped me back up again. Oi. Punks. So anyway, so I decided that in order to expedite this whole process, I'm just going to get a fleet carrier. It costs 5 billion credits. So I had 8 billion. And I'm not sure even if this is going to cost us, like, even more than that in a few more minutes. Yeah, about time. Oscar Bravo India, requesting docking. Ooh. That's it, up there. Change vector. That's pad 7. Oh, give me a break. Who in the hell are you firing at? What the hell? Why do I get the feeling that that's just like a slightly unwanted... Oh man. Alright, carrier management. There we go. Welcome home, folks. Alright, summary. Carrier administration available in the star system. You sure about that? Yeah. Navigation. tritium reserves, 500 out of 1,000 units, so it's half full at the moment. Budget. Deposit withdraw. Nice. So I think we're probably just going to deposit like 3 billion, because I don't need it really. Can I just type? Yes, I can. There we go. Confirm. Weekly upkeep is 5 million credits for keeping the core active. 0 credits for 0 jumps, so hull maintenance depends on how many times you've jumped, and accrued and projected costs are based usually on other services that you have. Commodities trading. Ooh. I mean, obviously, at the moment, we're looking at collecting CMM composites. We want to buy at... Let's go 85%. Quantity. 5,000 for 25 million. Yeah, that should work. Nobody else is gonna do something that stupid, but... Right, we're probably not going to... What are things that I want to... Not gonna tell me. Okay, cool. You know what? We're gonna hold off for now. Doing all this stuff, cause basically we just don't know what we're doing. It's fine. So all the stuff that we need for settlements, people are also going to want for settlements, so we're not gonna add all this in. I probably don't want to just keep like throwing stuff on here, because then that's going to take up carrier capacity. Even if we're not using that space yet, it's been allocated. At least I think. What the hell? Carrier services, right. Cool, cool, cool. Refuel. Am I under attack, or is the carrier under attack? Armory. Armory for what? Permits the restocking of weaponry and vehicle hangars. Okay, so that's not the ship itself. Cool, cool, cool. 1.5 million per week. Oh, right. And we have a capacity. I don't know what that is. Grants the opportunity to redeem outstanding vouchers and combat bonds. Yikes. Shipyard facility. Right, outfitting. stolen goods are imported and exported. And we'll wait on that. Universal cartographics. The bar. Genomics. If we actually go out there, we're going to need that. Pioneer supplies, personal weapon suits, consumables, right. Useful. It's on foot stuff. Could get something good. I'm not, at least, probably. Right, refuel station. Dock ships may refuel. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna want all these in the armory. We'll worry about the others later. Fleet carrier livery. Now this is going to cost arcs to get, so we're probably not going to bother. At least not anytime soon. I'm going to guess we're going to crash again because okay. Engine detailing purple. 5,000 arcs. Oof. Default. It's just that one, right? Okay. So with the little pack there, it looked like it might like open up further and give me a whole bunch of stuff, but no. Landing guide markers. Yeah. We need something that's just obvious to see. Orange and yellow is very nice. Air traffic controller Kelvin. Ugh. Default, research, or extraction. We're going to want research. Because hell yes. Default paint job. Yeah, well. That's alright. Identification, nameplate. Do we get one? Yeah, we do. Go with that one. Carrier layout. Right. Okay. So Fortune, Nautilus, and Victory. Victory is much more of a battleship type. Fortune. It's just flat. And Nautilus. I think they're going for kind of a Discovery 2001 kind of vibe. So the HAL 9000 computer, you know, science ship, all that good stuff. Just get the front slightly bulbous, whatever. So, nah, we're alright with that. We may have to spring for some money to change the air traffic controller, because I don't know if I can handle the... I don't know if I can handle that guy. Alright, what else? Docking access. Squadron of Friends. Notorious. Technically, right? Well, if they're part of Squadron and Friends, then they can be notorious. Set current activity. Ah, right. We are trading. Illegal equipment trading. Installed Pioneer supplies can sell illegal items. I mean, sure, why not? Decommissioned freight carrier. No! Alright, weekly upkeep. 8.4 million credits. Alright, navigation. Now, if we just wanted to, like... Oh, how do we do this? No time slots. Oh no. I believe that means... Oh no. We may have to come in, like... We may have to come in the middle of the night. Okay, so we would like to jump to LHS 1453. There. Oh, no time slots available. Oh, this is gonna suck. So ridiculous. Alright, so 25,000 units of space for stuff. Right, markets reserved. Oh, okay. That's the okay. Installed services do use up those same units. Interesting. Oh man. Anyway. Alright. Well, if it's not going to let us jump, then we may just have to do it the old-fashioned way, like we were doing before. Which is too bad, but it'll be alright. Tritium depot, so we can go buy tritium from the local market. We can get these to... We can get these to come here. That's pretty nice. So our Python 1 we can get to come in. Our Cobra 3 we can get to come in. We'll leave the Anaconda. We can leave those. Those are fine. 82 Erdney is good. Wiche. We'll take that in here. Brick shit house. Yeah, we'll take that one. We'll take the Mandalay, even though... Right, the Type 8. And the Mandalay. We'll take in. All right. Well, what do we have on board? Nothing. Cool. So yeah, we will go back to LHS 1453. On to ground settlement, Romanenko Enterprise first, and then we'll also check out Bissell Refinery if yeah, we'll figure it out. I got too close to the carrier again. Oi. Alright, back to space trucking. What do we get? Oh, right, yeah. Reward request popped up, but it was just for the blurb that already played, so. Do not colonize in the name of Pilot Trade Network? Sorry, Tungle, I just saw that part of it. Not sure I understand. Yell about it all you want. It's not that high. It's only 93%. Starts sparking at 100. It's fine. Now we should have already gotten all this last time we were here, but nonetheless, right? Always just check. Yep, we're good. Where are we at? 11 o'clock. All right. That's what I wanted, was to be able to... Boo. Alright, whatever. Close enough. No, that's not what I want. Oh. Okay, right there. Gravity is 1.2 Gs, which... This ship is a little challenged. I may need to fix my engineering on these. Effective. Might actually already be. Might already have level 5 in Dirty Drive. I'm not sure. I can't remember what it is. Ugh. That's fine. It's only 95%. I only have to pay $5,500. That's fine.
Touchdown confirmed. Systems offline. Thank you for your cooperation, Commander.
Okay. So, CMM composites, 279. That is ideal. That number is actually quite reasonable. I wish it was higher, but I can't do anything about that. Alright, so we go over here, and we say, give me the picture. Come on. There we go. So we've got plenty of choices. We've been doing aluminum, so we can keep doing aluminum. Right, because the only other stuff we really... Like, the only other thing we could just clean up right now is water, and this one has no water available for sale. Right, steel, 17,000, we got plenty. Titanium, we got 16,000, we got plenty. So, the only thing that might matter is titanium gives us a slightly better deal. But it's not that bad. And of course, if we went with silver and gold, we could go sell those somewhere else just to make profit. But that also might be something to do once we do get our fleet carrier, is come here and get all of the silver and gold we can carry. That's 3,400, so 4 trips, 5 trips. Right, that'd be 5 trips. We could collect all of the silver and gold and go sell it somewhere else. So, pretty decent. Gallium's pretty good. Beryllium's pretty good. Oh, indium, right. Indite gets you indium. Alright, set course back for colony ship.
Landing control. Please take note of oncoming traffic when leaving the facility. Thank you.
Alright, we're still good on... Did we just pass ads again? Oh, no, wait. No, we didn't. Oh, they are currently deciding whether or not to run. Not after me. Okay. Alright. Ads are going to start in 2 minutes. Hopefully we can... I don't think we can make it all the way there, but we'll attempt... That's 2 minutes from when I said it, not 2 minutes from now, when you hear it. Man. We're definitely not going to make it. Oh well. While ads are running, please feel free. Use the facilities, cycle that water. Go get yourself a drink, a snack, stand up and stretch, do whatever you need to. And we will be back in 3 minutes from the time of ads going, which is going to be any minute now. We got 1 minute 15 to make it. I don't think we're going to make it, but... Might have hit it right on that time. Go to about 45 times C on a 300 light second distance. That was actually almost perfect. We're just gonna park, and then we will go and grab a drink, cycle that water. Got enough water in our cup at least, so that's good. And we'll be back shortly with more space trucking. Oh, yep. Welcome back, everybody. We are at 20% of the construction process for the colonization effort for Boop Brigade out of Saranu into Tascheter Sector BG-O A6-0 around Planet 2. We were going to do some Against the Storm tonight, but since the colonization effort started, and since I decided, hell with it, we're gonna build a Coriolis station, I decided that tonight would be better spent at least trying to get ourselves a fleet carrier. Mission accomplished. Hop that fleet carrier between the markets that we're trying to get. Can't do it. Yeah, there's our Coriolis station right there. And thirdly, get this trade route going so we can clean up some of the material, which, again, mission accomplished there as well. So, it's working out okay. We're getting there. Tonight is hashtag not sponsored by Vault City Winterberry Crumble. This is a semi-favorite of ours so far. It is a bit sour, but at the same time it's got a nice little, like, pastry flavor to it. Which is slightly bizarre, but really cool at the same time. Alright. Now, I think if we're going to clean one more off the list, let's do water. So we're going to need 2 trips. Our Cobra Mark III and our Python have arrived at the fleet carrier. So, awesome. Mandalay has arrived at fleet carrier. Okay. We need to go to... Hi-Ho might actually have it. Feynman orbital. Chemical water. Import. Damn. So we need exports. Market data unavailable. Please go there. Yeah, we haven't gone there in quite a while. Metals? Huh. Interesting. Okay. For some reason we know that water is imported there, but we don't know anything else from any other... That's messed up. Ah, crap. It's gonna... Yeah, it's gonna crash again. Unless... Nope. Okay. We're good. Type 8 has arrived. Awesome. We didn't even set a course, so that's cool. Alright, let's jump to Feynman orbital. Let's figure out what's there. It may very well be nothing, and that's okay. Crate Mark II brick shithouse has arrived. I thought that was going to take longer because that was the furthest one away, I think. An ally like you is always welcome here. Man, I am the architect of this system. Boo. Nice. We can get some good merits by just scanning people, so that's always helpful. And whenever there's somebody who's actually an enemy, if we were in our Python 2, I would be diverting to just take them out. Because that's always a little bit of fun. Jeez, so many guys here. Just keep picking some more merits up. Fine by me. Yeah, so we already have one guy from the Henri here, so those are automatic. If you have somebody, like you have their, basically you have their transponder code, so it just automatically feeds the information to you because you're a member of the whatever power team you're pledged to. Right, so this is, excuse me? 0. Oh, interesting. I might have missed. See how it goes.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Crap. Yeah, I wasn't going to make it anyway.
Surface scan complete.
Alright. Then there was also another planet, or I think this is a moon. I thought the planet was nearby. It may be nearby, but it may still be like kind of far away. Excuse me? This is not what I wanted. Oh my god. Ugh. Hey, Sky Blue's on. Nice. Nice. No damage that time. Yeah, I got nothing. We don't need any of this anymore. Food cartridges and power generators and water purifiers and computer components are all necessary things when you're doing colonization, but I did those first because they were like less than 1,000 each, less than 1,000 items each, so it was just real easy to knock them out and not have to worry about it. I mean, I guess that means that I could have checked the other markets as well. That's fine. Right. Go in here. And we say, what are the markets like on the other places? Or, actually, we go to the map screen, tap hi-ho, tap market, and say we want water for large landing pads. There is only one other place, right? And they're both imports. Alright, so then we go and we say we want industrial materials, CMM, import. Nope. We want metals. Pretty sure that's going to be also import or nothing. Yep. Ah, well. Wait, hang on. Get me water. Okay, so 1453. All right then. Nowhere in that entire system. All right. Hydroponics. Yeah. Okay. Large landing pads only. 60. Kotzebinski. That's nice. What else you got? How about industrial materials? No. Of course not. And nope, not medicines. Metals. Nope. How about here? How about water? Organ hub. How about industrial materials? No. That's a ship, so no. That's bait. Liber installation does have some. Let's plot a route there. All right, points of interest. Liber installation, plot route. LTT 11244. there's no guarantee that they actually have any items. It may be that, yes, we sell them, but no, they're not in stock at the moment. That's kind of a risk we're going to have to take. That being said, right, if they don't have any, then we know that Morgan Dock, I think it was, and that's why... Shit. I should have looked at that. Yeah. Is the other one close? No, it's not remotely close. Cool. The other one's Morgan Hub, which is also that far out. Yep. So, like, that's a half-hour journey. We're not doing that. You know what? No, never mind. So this is why you check. You look, and you see right there, that thing right there. If I looked, it says how many light seconds it is away from there. So, oh well. 1547. Sherrington Station, no. Large landing pads. Sherrington is 90,000. That's not great either. Man. Alright, Baturan Hub is actually not that far. Corey Dock. Artsabarsky. Oop. Large only. No. Show only large. Baturan. Yeah, we've done 3,000 light seconds. 400,000 to go. No thanks. I grant you that over time, our ship does get up to about 1,000 times the speed of light. Maybe like 1,500, but that is a long haul. Going over anything over 100,000 light seconds is just gonna take forever. So I don't recommend it unless you got time, planning on doing something else. You got a pile of laundry you need folding. Who would do that? Or whatever. Then it might be worth your time to, you know, sit and kind of watch while all the other stuff's going on. The other problem with the Type 9 is you cannot run the SCO. If you attempt to run the Super Cruise Overdrive, you'll run out of fuel too fast. You might not even have enough for the full journey. So you gotta quit at like 30-40%, something like that, and just let it burn naturally from that point. Ah.
2,000 meters from touchdown.
So Jim Bob James over there is apparently wanted in the system, possibly just for being from another faction. In which case, sucks to be you. Oh, there he is. That was it. So I didn't even see if he was actually part of another faction or if he had bounty or what, but generally speaking, that's usually what happens, is that somebody wanders into a system where their power is misaligned with the system's power, and they'll just get attacked. Alright, water. In addition, there is nothing else here that I need. Cool.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And right back out. Really?
Queuing system when exiting the station.
So that guy, right? This is somebody who is aligned with the power of Pranav Antal, who is an enemy of...
Taking damage.
Who isn't...
Warning, observe minimum clearance.
What the hell was that? Jeez.
Without permission, Commander. Return back now.
I did nothing. Thank you very much.
Frameshift drive charging.
Here's that Karaman is also misaligned with that particular power. So Li Yongrui is very heavily mercantile and basically throws money at a lot of problems. So generally speaking, we can either do trade or just start doing goodwill missions and throwing money at people, and they will love us. We get a lot of merits for doing those kinds of missions. The goodwill stuff also requires no travel and nothing else. So it's just literally taking the mission in the station and then saying, I completed the mission, here's the money. Antal and many of the others are much more into like completing actual missions. Yuri Grom is like hostile takeover, literally militaristic. He has a very Bolshevik beard kind of personality. Alright. If any people would actually, like, come in here and help out with the system, we could get on with making a surface station. But Ah, well. Five around the other side.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah. Get clear of the lights. Just a second. Okay.
Integrity compromised. Taking damage. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
It's only 1600. That's fine. 21%. And we're out. Okay, back for more water. Or do we just go into? Good times.
Temperature critical.
Yeah, I've already done all that. Scanning the system again, unfortunately, does not help. Could have gone a little further. That's alright. past security scans. Psh.
Steady traffic in this area, Commander. Be vigilant.
17. Ooh. That guy's in trouble. Oh.
Solid contact. You may disembark when ready. Welcome to the station.
Tascheter. What do we need? 804.
Target shields offline. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Should have set course while I was in here.
Detach confirmed. You may leave when ready.
Frameshift drive charging. Temperature critical. Frameshift drive
45. Too fast. Damn. So close. we're on the wrong side. That's alright. Spin around. Go barrel roll.
Landing gear deployed. Hull integrity compromised. Taking damage. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, we need 16 water. And then, is the rest just metal and CMM? Yeah. So that means, if we can, we'd really like to find someplace that has both. That, of course, is the problem. Also, what did Minerva actually want? Because we might be able to just throw a couple of interesting things its way. Brewer Corp. What do we need? Stuff do we need? Yeah, there we go. Copper, computer, CMM like hell. Power generators, water purifiers, surface stabilizers, and structural regulators. Okay. So if we set course, oh, okay. LHS, nope. Okay, there's nothing in here. That is a colony system as well. LHS 1332. Nope. Mazu. Yes, that has a lot, and agriculture and industrial. So, metals. Yeah. Copper is an import. Okay. Your chicken. LFT 163. The Brolovsky plant. Erdish landing. Hala. Okay. So all that is in fact there. Hoffman Botanical has water and also other places around have metals. So that's fun. So let's jump to 163 first, really. Oops. What's 1358 have? It's got some stuff. Davy Beacon. So let's come in here. Oh, it's space. Interesting. Hate it when it does that. Made it. Oh, pfft. Yeah, we're friggin' gigantic. Of course it can. No pads, right? Yeah, no pad large enough. Minerva. Dumb. Big. Jerks. Alright, water. No, not gallium, copper. Okay. I'm pretty sure I came in here and selected copper. But fine, whatever you got. Yeah, Coriolis, much better. Nothing there. Alright. No, that's not what I want. Man. So DJ Knight was on the other night. He was sponsored by BET. So congratulations, DJ. That was amazing. But he had a I can't remember if it's a keelback or one of the noob hammer. There you go. There's a noob hammer. DJ was on BET, and like I said, I can't remember if it was a keelback or one of the other hauler type ships, but he was in the hangar and it was just lit from the front, and all you could see is the cockpit, which is like just this glass with a cage kind of on it, and then the two sides of it, which kind of looked like sort of vaguely like a face. I said your ship kind of looks like Bane.
Additional traffic reported. Please ensure you give way to larger vessels.
I too was born among the stars.
Execute system shutdown. We trust this facility will serve you well, Commander.
No water. Cool. Okay, but we got copper, so we can at least haul that over to haul that over to the place and turn it in for a little bit of an extra bonus. So we can at least get our name on the board for the community event. We should also go over there with our combat ship. Okay. Damn, 1452. It's like just out of range. Sucks. Well,
You're now clear of the station. Safe travels, Commander.
Ready to engage.
I didn't really need to do that, but it's alright. Hey, new system. Now that we're clear of the sun, makes it a lot easier. Oop.
System scan complete. Brake shift drive charging.
Starlace. Alright. %. Cool. Don't even need to scan it. Alright. Almost there. Cool. Roger Wilco will be Oscar Bravo India requesting dock.
Set down on landing pad 39er.
Scan detected.
So close.
Hull integrity compromised. Scan detected. Taking damage.
Every time, I swear. Not literally. It's kind of why the mail slot has these things. Make sure nobody's messing around too bad. just make sure. Just selling, right? Delivering listed commodities to designated station. Nope. Alright. Following have been requested, all of those. Right. Oop. Starlay Station is offering to buy initiative-related commodities at 4 times the galactic average. Yep. Shoo. Yup. Alright, so that earns me standard merits as well, because this is also a Liangri system. In addition to just getting my standard community goal stuff. Alright. Deliver stuff. I am now in the top 75% just from that one 788 unit delivery. We still have 5 days to do this, so I think I can probably get in the top 25 at the very least. Might even be able to make top 10. Let's see. Nope. Right. None of the... Obviously... Oh, yeah. Okay. None of the colonization stuff, because they need it here. For their people. Right. Alright. I think we're going to call it here and head on over to somebody. We have Commander Orange Phoenix, who is doing also Elite Dangerous and Truckin' and Tunes. Yeah. We got Dawn, who's doing Hollow Knight, probably ending pretty soon though. A lot of people doing Monster Hunter Wilds as well. Alright, let's switch to following only. So many people doing Monster Hunter Wilds. Alright, let's go see OP. Hope you all have a good rest of your start to the weekend. I will most definitely be on Elite Dangerous. Maybe I will do some more streaming if people are interested. I will be back definitely on Sunday, because Sunday is my streamiversary. So we'll get that set up, maybe something. And hope to see you all on another day. So thank you very much for coming on in. And we will get started on going over to Orange Phoenix in just a few seconds.